Hi guys, let's look on our trading bot, on Telegram bot. So today is 6th day of when I launch this bot, and let's look at these results. So you see, in general we have about 20 trades per day, 22 trades per day. It means the whole position is about 1 hours, and this is profit what generate. And let's look on the average return per trade. For example, like today is this day, 20 May, and we generate this profit, average returns, and we did 8 trades. So I store this data into Telegram channel. For example, let's look on you see, for example, this trade. Okay, and let's look in where is. Okay, I fixed this bug. I need to make maybe hashtag for correlating bot to organize this information on this channel. And let's look on the bot. Where is? Okay, let's look in here. Start, and we need help. Change language, help. Let's look in local related bot, and what is looking total profit today. It's very nice profit for today. It's starting very nice. And profit for week. And you see, let's compare this data with our data. Let's look in average. I mean profit. Where is the date? This value is same. Also. Profit for this day also the same. You see, because I used the same query to database. Let's look in, for example, get last trade. It was in our Telegram channel. Last profit you see here, and let's look in what else. Where is it's here, and get current position. For example, this current position is status open, and we buy, because signal 1 it means buy, if -1 it means sell. Sometimes we haven't any position. Okay, I think this bot depend of volatility of the market, and if you have very good volatility of the market, we could generate more profit. So maybe I do some improvement. I add average to range, for example, or volatility data to improve some parameters. But for the current moment, I do some improvements on this Telegram bot. Let's look in again, help, and you see, if we add wall, it means a big wall transaction between wallet, and I did some improvement. This bot output last 12 hours information from database. I'm using RDS to aggregate some information. Let's look in on this one. For example, this RDS, this client, this server, when I store this data. Okay, for example, let's look like this one. I would like, for example, here, and let's look on the request, and I need, for example, this data hours 1, and you see, or for example 24 hours. Okay, in general, we need to do some improvement because I'm going to use this data for machine learning, and we could aggregate some of this information. Let's look in. Let's would be, for example, from 0, it means timestamp from 0, and -1 would be last time, and wall count. We summarize this data. Okay, and you see this, we have some multiply of count with this data, and we need, for example, bucket size. We could change bucket size. Let's look in. For example, this is 1 hours, yeah, the bucket size. If I would like to calculate for the last aggregate this data for 1 minute, let's delete on 60. Let's look in, and you see we get some. Okay, couldn't parse aggregation. Why is it? Okay, I know. Let's do it. We need only change bucket size. Okay, so we do some aggregation. Let's look at timestamp. What is timestamp? I need timestamp online, and let's look at results. Okay, these results and these results. I need to understand what is timestamp, and I need delete of this one. Okay, it should be aggregate data for the last 1 minute. Yeah, it's working. So our IDS is working, and we need to improve some results, add more alternative data like wall count transaction, or for example is about some polarity of Twitter data. Let's look in. What is this? Datas, and I would like to use this one. Okay, this is some polarity of index. Let's do for 1 minute, for example. In general, I'm going to create some indicators. I suggest this data has predictable power for machine learning, and we could improve our results using alternative data to find more alpha. Okay, it's very interesting. Okay, and if I aggregate this data with price, and I could find a very complex some relationship using machine learning or reinforcement learning, because I'm going to implement some reinforced learning into our bot, i.e. I mean here, to run reinforcement learning in real time and send for you some output to improve your make decision. Okay, let's look in, for example, we need aggregate summary, for example. Let's look in. So when I create, I'm going to create a Discord server in nearest time, and I have planned to create some data set, and we should work with this data set to find some relationship between data to create trading strategy. And also I'm going to collect some alternative data from different sources. So if you have some ideas what data we could collect, we could use it. We need some alternative data. It means data is not financial, it's not price from exchange. I mean some Twitter data or wall transaction, maybe some activity in Google or something like this. Because if we are going to use some alternative data, we could create some hedge effect, because we need to earn money not depend of situation on the market. In both direction, if would be a downgrade on the trend on the market, or we have some uptrend on the market, or we have flat, it doesn't matter. We need only volatility, and that's all. Okay, guys. So of course, I'm going to do some review every day about this bot and how it's working. And if you have some ideas, you could send me a message. And we need also, I would like to present how to working these ideas with local related bot, and I would like to show you sometimes bot would be working less. I mean, we need to do some tuning of this bot, and we need to understand what is the best time to tuning this bot. For example, I suggest it would be one time per week or on 2 weeks. It depends of situation, and we need to build some strategy how we could tuning bot, and also we could develop some macro indicators for cryptocurrency market to understand when stage of market is changed. It's very important to manage cryptocurrency bot algorithms ideas, because we haven't any very nice ideas what would be working in 100 times, but we should to have some tools to understand and manage situation on the market. Okay, guys, enjoy on this bot. If you have any question, please send me, and see you next time. Bye.